Restart. All right, technology has brought us a long way in the past 100 years, and one of those things that we have now is electric vehicles. Those seem to be getting more popular and popular. Um, if you drive a car, then I guess you could consider getting one. Mostly everyone's got gas powered vehicles, but there's some benefits to come by owning an electric vehicle. And I figured this stuff out by getting on a couple websites to do some research. One of them was NRDC, and the other one was Earth.org. And I found some interesting facts that I'd like to share with you guys today. Um, Electric vehicles, they got a big impact on a lot of things, health, by cleaning the air, climate change, helping the environment by reducing greenhouse gases, and the economy too, because they also create jobs, and they help by lowering electricity usage on the power grids at nighttime. And so first I'd like to talk about health. And with the health part, they have an effect on the air that we breathe. And because there's less emissions, then the air is less harmful, so there's less pollutants in the air. And it's lowered premature death in some states. And NRDC on April 18th, 2023, they found out that asthma attacks have been reduced because of the lower emissions. They found out that about $12.6 billion was saved from 2012 to 2021 because of less health related issues. And so moving on to the environment, Earth.org on February 16th, 2023, they said that it stems the climate change by lowering greenhouse gases, less harmful pollutants in the air, which affect the ozone and cause things like making it real hot, climate change, and making it real cold in the winter, real hot in the summer, things like that. I guess in a way that's pretty good, because gas vehicles, they have a big effect on that. They damage the ozone, and when that happens, the earth can't regulate its temperatures as good as it needs to keep the seasons in check. And then I'd like to talk about the economy. Well, before I talk about the economy, I got some charts behind me. They're kind of hard to see, but this just basically shows the emission levels and which ones are most harmful. You got hybrid vehicles, you got gas powered vehicles, and then you got electric vehicles down here, which are the lowest on the graph. And then you got the gas and the diesel are at the top. And then in the middle, you have the hybrid vehicles, which is like a mix between the two. And then right here is the emissions that are produced from the different types of vehicles. You have the gasoline, real high, diesel, real high, and then over here to the right, you have electric, which is way down on the graph, and that's gonna affect the things that I just talked about, like climate change and the air that we breathe. And so, moving on to the last thing with the economy, on April 18th, 2023, NRDC also said that the electric rates on the power grids were driven down because people usually charge their electric vehicles at nighttime, so while everybody's asleep, so it uses less electricity during the day, and somehow that has an effect on the work that goes on at the power grids. And the biggest thing is probably all the jobs that are going to be created in the future because of the electric vehicles. Tens of thousands of jobs are going to be created. And right here, there's this little graph, and it says it's going to open up jobs for grid reinforcement, installation jobs, operation jobs, civil and road work, maintenance jobs, battery cell manufacturing. There's just going to be a lot of jobs that come with the electric vehicle market. So, so after looking at how the emissions affect the air that we breathe and our overall quality of the community and the health that the public health safety concerns and the environmental factors about climate change and global warming, and also the jobs that are going to be created for the economy in the future due to the production of electric vehicles, I'd like to close by saying, you know, I don't think anyone ever thought that the automotive industry would be where it's at today 100 years ago. So, I mean, like, that brings me back to what I said at first. Another 100 years in the future, I mean, I can't even imagine where we're going to be